Hello, people. How you doing today? I just want to start the show off. I'm going to talk about a couple things, and then I'm going to get into. This is going to be my last day on all this BS with getting away from the stuff that I want to do, because it's obvious that Mob Rat does not want to talk about John A. Light for 6 days now. He has talked nothing but about me, so it's obvious that he's not about the rats. Okay, so what they basically are is they're about, well, not they, Mob Rat is basically about someone that just wants, he gets mad. He's like a little baby in his basement, smoking a cigarette, no family, most likely lives at home with his parents. And he wants to go after people who say things about him that he doesn't agree with. That's who he is. And then we'll get into Chris Casparosa, the great rat hunter, the man who wants to bring down Johnny A-Light with ALAXFacts.com. Let me make, first of all, I'm going to play this real quick. This is, and the reason I'm playing this for Sicilian is I want him to know something because he's getting overly dramatic. So I'm just going to let you know something. And Bold Sicilian, you could do whatever you want with it. I cannot stop you. The other day you did a show on me. You didn't even have the decency to call me and talk to me about it. That's cool, dude. I respect you, though. You got to do what you got to do. You're just falling into this game these guys are playing. And the reason they attack me every day is because I refuse to fall into their game. But anyway, here is what you said today. No, I'm sorry. I believe last night on your show, which was an excellent show, by the way. It was you and your wife. It was a superb show. And I will never, ever knock your show.
That's the thing. What I'm expecting him to do, and I really hope he doesn't do this because it's going to cause a little bit of a war. But, he's probably the only guy that has certain information, as far as who I am and all that shit. And I could see him giving that to A-Light now, just as like a gift.
I can see him doing that on the down low. He can't come on stream and do it because he can get in trouble. Like dachshunds. If you go on stream and give somebody's name up, you can be sued or maybe even criminal charged nowadays because of swatting and disgusting stuff like swatting. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, I'm a troll, but I would never interfere with people's real life. I'll only troll them.
Did you just hear what he said? He would never interfere with people's real lives. He has spent 6 days talking about my personal life. So he's full of shit. Okay, and this is my message to Bold Sicilian. You said that I have information on you. I'll give you right here, and I will tell these people in this room. If I ever gave up anything on Bold Sicilian, I would not want anybody to come watch my show. Ever. I would not do that to you, dude. Because you know why? You're a decent man. These other people, they're not decent. I'll deal with these other people. Okay, you can join them and do whatever you want. That's you. But you have a really good show. So what you should do is you should just go back to doing your own show and getting off this stuff with me. You're attacking a person that never had nothing bad to say about you. The other day, you did a show on me and attacked me. You didn't even call me. I did a little show. I didn't really hit you hard on it. And I told people to go to your show and I respect you. Never would I give out any information about you to anybody. And let me tell you another thing. I do not know John A. Light. So you guys stop with the John A. Light shit. John A. Light shows up on my show a couple times and now me and him are best friends. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, so Bold Sicilian, please stop saying that I would give your information out. I would never do that to you, dude. Never. You can believe it if you want. You don't have to believe it. They're not going to get me to attack you. I wish you best on your show. I love when you put you and your wife on the show together. I think that's a good concept, especially the way you said you'll do it once a week. And I only wish you the best on that. And I'm just going to take that down now and put that to rest. Bold Sicilian, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, yesterday I took off because a day off. I'll be totally honest with you. And then this morning I came back on. At about 4 o'clock in the morning, this guy that has absolutely no life was doing a show about me. And I wasn't on all day yesterday at all. So let's see. Angelo, 40, Skippy, Cole, Elate. Okay. You see, you're going to have these people here. That's it. I have to, it's like I said, it's so easy to block them because I don't need your subscribers. And here's another false myth that this guy from the basement, the troll, do not call him a mob rat. He's not a mob rat. He is a troll. That's what he is. He will troll anybody. If anybody, a matter of fact, I have a couple people in this room that go to this show and went on his show and defended me, and he attacked them for defending me. So why is he attacking them? You just don't want them to say anything? I mean, everybody's supposed to be quiet. And, you guys are, you're saying that my show is going to end. I mean, if you guys think my show is going to end, why are you continuously attacking me every day? 6 days in a row for this guy now. Well, tomorrow will be the 6th day because he'll take this video right here tomorrow. He'll have it on and he'll be talking a bunch of shit. That's it. That's the troll. He does not care about A-Light. If he cared about A-Light, he'd be on A-Light. He's on me because he's super sensitive. Super sensitive. Okay. Lee, why have you been saying stuff about the mob that isn't true? Okay, Jeff, let me ask you this question. Why did you choose to come on my show before any show when you came on my show, and now you're on every show? And then, give me some answers, Jeff. Give me some answers about you. I mean, you want to ask me this stuff? I'm saying stuff about the mob what are you, like a mob expert? All 5'2" of you? I mean, explain it to me. I see you going on these shows talking crap about me, being nasty and stuff. That's why I said you're a weasel. What else is it? If you talk to me on the phone and pretend you're my friend, I'll give you an example. You were talking to me smack about Mob Talk Radio, and then last night you did a show where you were saying how great he was. So which one is it? Is he a good guy or a bad guy? You blow with the wind, Jeff, and the wind is in that direction right now, and that's where you are. You're in that direction. Let me make this perfectly clear. This channel can fail tomorrow. Sure, I would regret it. I met some good people here that really stuck by me. But the fact of the matter is, then it fails. Then I move on. I'm not sitting in a basement. You see what I look like? God knows they make fun of me. I'm 74. They add 15, 16 years onto my life. So I'm 74 years old. And that is Mob Rat, the man that you do not see at all. It's funny. You got some freaky fat dude in the basement, probably with pimples and grease in his hair, smoking a cigarette, making fun of people. Why is he making fun of people and not showing his face? And then his new thing is doxing. He doxes me. See, that's his thing. That's what he wants me to do. He wants me to dox him. But if people are smart, all you have to do is watch his shows to figure out things. That's all I'm going to say. He gives himself away. Just watch your show. I'm not telling you not to watch your show. He was funny until he wasn't funny anymore. I think some people are going to still think he's funny, but that's going to wear out. Attacking people, making fun of people. That's his thing. That's all he has. Knowledge is zero. And sit down. Okay. So, Jeff, that explains it. I answered your question. Mob isn't true. Jeff, let me ask you this question. Your show got in trouble because People said that you were doing shows and reading from Mafiapedia, word for word. Is that true? You actually admitted it was true. So why were you reading? Do you know a lot about the mob that you had to read it out of Mafiapedia? Can you explain that? Okay, remember, everybody has a glass house. We can all throw stones, but nobody's perfect. Okay. So there's something here I want to show to make something perfectly clear. My show's dead. That's the myth that they're spreading right now. That my show's down. Yesterday I did not do a video at all, and I just I wanted to show you something here. Just give me 1 minute to pull it up, please. This is channel, this will tell you exactly what's going on at my show. Yesterday, I did not do a show. I did not make a video at all. And I got 3,000 views on my back videos. Does that sound like a station that's in trouble? I'm sorry, a channel that's in trouble. So yesterday, no videos, 3,000 people watched. I've lost 5. Since this whole thing happened, I've lost 5 subs. It goes up and down by between 25. One day I'll lose 10, 15, then I'll gain 10, 15. But altogether, I'm down 5 subs. You'll hear them saying he's down 300 subs, he's down 400 subs. It's a lie. I haven't gained any subs. Of course, I'm not going to gain subs being attacked like this. But at the same time, what they're saying is not true. They want this channel to end because I am not scared of them, especially Mob Rat, the phoniest of all the phonies. He thinks he's going to, you know what he said today? He said, if I stop mentioning him, he'll never mention me. Well, you mentioned me this morning, so I'm going to mention you back. I'll make you a deal. After this is over, don't mention me no more. I don't mention you. A matter of fact, I'll make you a deal, Mob Rat. If I do get a light on my show, I'll let you come in and ask him questions. I'll let you come into the chat room and ask questions. I'll even take a couple of them. That's my challenge to you. And anybody, when A-Light comes here that wants to ask questions in the chat room, I am going to let them ask questions. I shouldn't be asking the questions. The people in the chat room should be asking the questions. And as people in my chat rooms know, I always take their questions and do my best to answer them. They're the ones that we entertain. So those will be the people that ask the questions. And I will not take no softball questions. I will take the hard questions. And if you guys are not happy with the way John A-Light answers those questions, you could tell him. I am nobody's lackey or lackey. I am not the A-Light's lackey, and I'm not the Gotti's lackey. I'm my own self. And I made a decision after I realized what this was all about, that anybody that wants to come on this show can. Whether it's A-Light, Casperosa, anybody. But Casperosa, here's the deal. If you got to come, and I know you don't want to do this for some reason, you don't want to do this. If you want, after I do this show about you, I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to hit you up a little bit because you did it to me this morning. So if you want to come on my show, you've been going after Johnny A-Light forever. You got the alightsfacts.com. People, it's called alightfacts.com. It's a good website. I don't tell nobody to go to it, not to go to it. So what I would say to you, you can come on this show and challenge me, but only if you show your face. Because I only see one picture of your face anywhere. There's no pictures of you, dude. You're like 40. There's no pictures. I heard about what you look like. And then, Kasparosa, you brag about how you backed down A-Light, how you backed down Mazda and stuff, and how they're scared of you. You challenge them to fight. You get in their face at courthouses. That doesn't make you a tough guy. I can walk up to anybody and start yelling at them in front of a courthouse. So why don't you say to Johnny A-Light or Mazda, hey, let's go in the alley. I want to talk to you. Why don't you say that to them? I mean, after all, you're like 6'5". You're a big dude. Why don't you do that? But nope. You just wanted to come on today and insult me with the rat. I'm sorry, let me take rat back, with the troll. There was no reason for you to do what you did this morning. And then on top of that, and I'm going to play the video, you said that you had stuff on me that that you were thinking about releasing. So basically, Kasparosa, you're saying that you're a rat. You have JohnnyAlightFacts.com up, and you always are going after Johnny A-Light for being a rat. I'm a civilian. Okay? I'm not a rat. I'm a civilian. And now you're saying to me, you said to everybody on his show, and I'm going to play that part, that you have stuff on me that you want to release. Personally, I don't give a shit if you release it. You called me a kidnapper, which there is no charges. Did you ever say, what's the story on that, Lee, or anything? Nope. Did you ever read the full story? Nope. And then you have this freak in the basement saying Amber Alert, like I'm some kind of child molester. That children, I have 3 children. All 3 children have served in the military. All 3 children have children. None of you guys have children. You live, Kasparosa, I believe you live at home with your mommy. My children have served this country. I'm a good grandfather. And you're going to say Amber Alert. And you guys have no children. You should be ashamed of yourself. What kind of people are you? And why is it me that you're attacking? Why can't you go after the people that you said you were here for? That's just my question. You know, I just wanted to put this up and then we'll move on from there. Okay, so what happened this morning when I got up, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I see that this guy started another show, The Troll. And The Troll, it just so happened, weirdly, that Kasparosa showed up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, weirdly, very odd, if you ask me. Stephen, listen carefully. Very odd, if you ask me, that Kasparosa showed up on your show. Very odd, if you ask me, that Kasparosa seems to always be in your chat room. Very odd that he goes on your show to introduce him, to talk about the podcast that he's starting with Angel Gotti. You know, I had for 25 years Vince McMahon coming after me, Kasparosa. I know that you're a vicious man and you like to pretend you're a gangster by going after gangsters. But going after gangsters doesn't make you a gangster. It makes you a wannabe gangster. That's what you are. You're a wannabe gangster. Any of people that come in here, we do this for entertainment, and we watch, and especially the people that come into the chat rooms, they do this for entertainment. I'm a lot older than most of you guys, and no, I'm not near 74 like you've been saying, rat. I'm sorry, troll. Please correct me. He is a troll. And all you people remember one thing. If the troll doesn't like you, he's going to come for you. That's it. He's like woke. they eventually turn on you. That's who this guy is. He comes out and says that he is a Trump supporter, but he's more like a woke supporter. Just look at the way he does things. And if he's a Trump supporter, maybe that explains why Donald Trump lost the election, because of people like him. Okay. And as people know, I was a Trump supporter. But, you know, I'm kind of ashamed because most of the people attacking me are Trump supporters, the very person that I campaigned for. And I'm like, are these what Trump supporters were? People like this? You know, makes you really think that you even should get involved in politics. I mean, a lot of weird wackos out there. They'll say I'm a weird wacko too. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Let me pull this up, and this is from the show today. And I'm going to play the part where the troll Chris Casparosa, the great Chris Casparosa, with one photograph of himself in the world, comes on and speaks, and he starts knocking me out of the blue. This is a man, we've made little jabs toward each other, but never really said much about each other. This was unnecessary. So it was contrived and planned. Okay, give me 1 minute, please. I'll pull this up. The name of his video this morning was Why 74-Year-Old Men Should Not Be on the Internet. First of all, I'm not 74 years old, not even close. Second of all, so what are you trying to say? Seniors shouldn't be on the internet? You know, you're just a nasty dude and your true colors are coming out. And the reason you're attacking me every day is because you're not getting underneath my skin. I'm getting underneath your skin. And you should just admit it. And see, this is the difference between me and him or any of his trolls that are with him. The difference is I don't ever ask people for money, ever. I don't care whether I get money at all. I don't care. I would tell you people right now, don't give me money. I don't want no money. You know, and that's what they try to say, that I'm here for the money. I'm not here for the money. You know, I've gotten some trouble with the law 10 years ago. And after that, I knew I was too old to be doing the stuff I've been doing. And I cleaned my life up. Okay, well, I'm going to play this and you can take it and then we'll talk about it.
What's up, brother? How are you? Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome. Can you just send me that 20 grand right now? I need that 20 grand. I'm only kidding. You watching this? This
What's
guy's
up, bro?
fucking nuts, man. Nothing. I wanted to. He made this video a few days ago. Who is Mob Rats and why is he? It's really just like a dry doxing video. You know what I mean? Like
a dry doxing.
Yeah,
funny.
literally. Like everybody go try to find out who this guy is. If he had my name, he thought I was you. Believe it or not.
My favorite one. He said. What did he say? I made mistakes as a criminal. Like what? We're supposed to feel bad because he sucked at at shoplifting. What does that even?
People, never in my life have I shoplifted one time. So he's trying to, what this guy Kasparos is trying to do is minimize my life. He wants to, and this guy's had no life. His life has been going after Johnny A. Light for 10 years. That's been his life. No other life. And he's doing this mafia thing with John Gotti Jr. talking about protection and everything and what happens with the mafia and stuff. It actually sounds like a good series, to be honest with you. But the fact of the matter, if this guy's doing it, how good is it?
I mean,
An eternal victim, dude. Eternal victim.
I recorded a podcast with Angel a little while ago, and we gave you a shout out. And
thanks, man.
She thinks the world of you. I'll tell you that.
Angel told me that she couldn't stand this guy just a couple weeks ago. And now she thinks the world of him. You remember, Angel, what you told me in the beginning, what you thought of this guy? And now you think the world of him? And you guys talk about me switching sides? The difference is I didn't switch sides. I'm on no sides of A-lights.
And but we'll probably release it tomorrow. But thank you so much for having me on your show. I do appreciate it.
Yeah,
and for doing what you're doing. You know?
I hate these rat bastards. I hate them all.
Lee Cole, I want to get this guy's paperwork, man. I'm sure there's something interesting in there.
See what he just said? He wants to get my paperwork. That's a rat. He wants to get my paperwork. There's something in there. This is a guy that goes after a rat and is actually admitting that he wants to rat me out, looking for my criminal past. If he found my criminal past, he wouldn't fuck with me. You know, but we'll just leave it at that.
He is a pure maniac. The anger in him. No, we're gonna play it. If you want me to stop it, just say stop it. All right. If you want
to do you? It's your show, man. Do you?
No, I know, but usually I'm gonna bring somebody on. If you want to comment, so just say stop it. You know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fighting stuff. You know. But then they say, I kidnapped the woman. Fuck you. That woman's part of my life to this day.
He did kidnap her, though. His charge was kidnapping, and he says it's not. It's just amazing.
Well, what was he convicted of it, though? Or was
no,
No, I was not convicted of it. It was dropped. The charge was dropped.
No, he was only charged with it, but it pled down and it was dropped. Yeah.
You hear that? You hear that? He only pled for it, and it was dropped. The charge was dropped. So he's calling me a kidnapper. He's using Amber Alert, but he knows the charge was dropped.
It was pleaded down, but the original charge was that, though.
I'm going to get the paperwork, and you know, we'll see. I'm sure there's all kinds of fascinating things in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get the paperwork. So he's going to go get the paperwork. Dude, you don't have to get the paperwork. I just sent you an email, Chris. My phone number's on it and my email's on it. I'll give you everything. Okay, rat? Because that's what you're doing. You're admitting that you want to rat out people that don't agree with you. So you're no better than Johnny A-Light. The difference between you and Johnny A-Light is you're living off of Johnny A-Light's name. He's not living off your name. The name of your website is johnnyalitesfacts.com. So you're doing what you claim he did. You said that he lives off Gotti's name by putting Gotti's name on the front cover of his book. But you're putting his name on your website, dude. So aren't you doing exactly what he did? And now you're threatening to come out and find stuff about me? If I gave a shit about what you found about me, do you think I would be here attacking you right now? I wouldn't. Because there's not a damn thing in this world you could do to me. Nothing. I'm a 60-year-old man. I'll tell you what, dude. If you met me and got in my face, and it wasn't in the courthouse, my 60-year-old ass would knock out your 34-year-old 6'5" ass. You are what's wrong with this whole entire thing. People like you are what's wrong with this. You need to find a life, my man. You need to get a real job and move on. You've been on this A-Light thing so long that it's possessing you. It's absolutely possessing you. And you look at the trolls in here right now. I love this. That's okay. You guys can be in here. You can say whatever you want. It's not true. We're not knocking you out. You could say whatever you want, you know, and that's fine. And you know what, Nicholas? I hate to say this. Yeah, that's right. Vincent, just the phony, so sad. That they're all phonies. Every one of them. Both these sides are awful. It's not one side. It's not the A-Light side. It's both sides. And that's the most amazing thing. People got mad at me the other day when I knocked John Gotti. Are you kidding me? John Gotti was a gangster. If he wanted something from any of us, he would have come and taken it. That's the reality of it. You know how many people own businesses in New York and unions? And I'll give you an example. The Gambino family used to control the garbage industry in New York, where the Empire State Building was paying a fortune to have the garbage removed. And after Giuliani, and it's Giuliani that brought down the Gambino family, they actually were charging them so much money, they actually are paying 1/10 of what the Gambino family used to charge them to move garbage out of the Empire State Building. That's how bad it was. And all that money was put back on the people getting rent there and everything. Lee, you got to stop talking about who'd you slap around, et cetera, et cetera. Where's maturity? Come on, dude. You found out who MRI and doxed him. I never doxed him. Are you saying that who? Never doxed him, never mentioned his name. This is all BS. That's all this is. That's just BS. And it's like I said, the difference between myself, the rat, the troll, they need this stuff for a living. I don't. I get a nice retirement check. I live in a nice place. I have my own vehicles. I got my dogs. I got my family who loves me. I talk to my sons every day and my grandchildren. That's what I have. These people don't have that. They got this. The guy in the basement, the troll, he has nothing. This is what he has. He is basically a bully. And the problem is he's bullying the wrong person right now. Because I'm not going to go away. They will even go as low as, if I like to come home and put a t-shirt on, sit down and watch and do my show in my t-shirt. But nope, that's not good enough. He wears the same t-shirt every day. It doesn't, see, these guys are exactly what's wrong with the internet. They're bullies. They're nothing. Alex Trio, Angel, your dad was a murderer and he had fabric. Can't fight that. It's the truth. The people that are staying with me on my channel, I like to call the common sense, logical thinking people. They don't take sides. They are here because they know that the mob is entertainment. That's what they are. And they're entertainment, but there's nothing good about them. Are we kidding ourselves? So, Chris Casparosa, I would like to say to you, so what would you be doing for a living if it wasn't for the mafia? Do you even know what you would be doing? So Chris Casparosa will probably threaten to sue me. This is what they do. They act like tough guys. Because if I was in front of a courthouse, Chris Casparosa would get in my face and yell, "Let's fight." That's what he does. He challenges people to fights in front of courthouses. So, okay, Spaceman Giuliani is corrupt as your buddy Trump. First of all, Trump's not my buddy. Okay. And second of all, Giuliani is as corrupt. Is there any evidence that he's corrupt? He still has not been charged with anything. And he did bring down the mob. And how soon we forget when he was in New York and the towers got bombed, exactly what kind of mayor he was. See, that's what they do. They destroy people. People like the troll. That's what they do. They're going to do anything to destroy people. And now they're trying to destroy me at this moment. But the problem is you can't destroy me because I've been through it all in my life. There's nothing to destroy. You're not going to take my home away from me. You're not going to take my money away from me. You're not going to take nothing away from me. The most you could do is take my channel away from me. Nothing else you could do. And I'm hoping if I speak long enough, people would start listening. that we got to stop taking sides here, people. I mean, nobody's good here. Everybody's in this. You know, I can honestly say I'm probably the only one that's not in this for money. And I love money. And then they say I took $20,000 from Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was stupid enough to give me $20,000 to leave town. I went back to my house and I kept going after him. Are they upset because they never sat down and negotiated for 3 days with Vince McMahon? They're not intelligent enough to sit down and negotiate with Vince McMahon for 3 days. Vince McMahon wouldn't even open the front door of his building for that time. And that goes for you, Casparosa. But Casparosa will find something out about Vince McMahon and me and put that out, because that's, you know, maybe he'll even start a new website called RecallFacts.com. But how about if you start a website called ChrisCasparosafacts.com or JohnGottiFacts.com? Start websites like that. And you can find just as much shit on anybody in this world. We all got shit. John Gotti had shit. Angel Gotti got shit. I got shit. Everybody here has shit on them. We can make anybody into some type of evil human being if we want to. It's that easy. Anybody could be destroyed at any time. And these guys are the type of people that do it. And they will say that I changed sides. No, I told people here, I made a mistake in the beginning. I chose a side. I should have never done that. I should have just came in here from the very beginning. Originally, I wanted to come in here and it was Sammy Gravano, because I realized what an animal Sammy Gravano was. And that he was making money off, and he had all these victims out there. I should have stuck with that. I made mistakes. There's no doubt about it. But I will not make these mistakes anymore, because there's not going to be no sides. And when I interview, and even if I do, there's no guarantee John A. Light's going to come on this show. And if I did, I'm going to have the people in the chat room ask them the questions. I think that's fair enough. Okay, let's pick this back up and see what else they're saying. Yeah. So you can say what you want and do what you want. Check this out, people. It's right there in the story. I'm in a casino, surrounded by cops. They're looking for me. You see, they're laughing because I'm telling them they wanted to know what happened. I was in a casino surrounded by cops and 2 bounty hunters from California. If you pull up the article and read the article, it says that. But these clowns are laughing. You know why? Because they never did anything exciting in their life. Chris Casparosa lives off John Gotti, Angel Gotti, John Gotti Jr., and he attacks John A. Light. That's Chris Casparosa's life. He has never done anything exciting except attack people that he knows can't do nothing to him. If this was 25, 30 years ago and the mob was still alive, the way they used to be, do you think Chris Casparosa would be doing this? He wouldn't be doing this. So we come out, we get in the fucking vehicle, take off down the street. I got 2 bounty hunters chasing me. This is right in the
The bounty hunt is out.
Competing over him, midnight run.
Yeah, midnight run.
bounty hunters and cops. That way. Do you have the balls to do that, you little bitch? That's just it. Do you have the balls to do that, little bitch? You like to laugh at it, but do you have the balls to do it? That was a very bad moment in my life. That moment changed my life. That's when I realized I could not be doing this anymore. I was too old to be messing around with the cops. And I made mistakes. I hurt people. I hurt my family members. I hurt people that weren't my family members. And I knew that I could not live like that anymore. So here I am, I'm changing my life. I get involved in this mafia thing right here. This mafia I should call this the mafia wannabes, because all these guys are mafia. If you look at any of these guys, Jimmy Calandria went to jail when he was 23 years old. And he acts like he's been in the mafia his whole life. He has not. He went to jail when he was 23 years old, and he ratted out the guy that wanted to kill him. Fact of the matter, nobody talks about that. Sammy Gravano, real gangster, real badass. There's no doubt Sammy Gravano was a badass. But in the end, what did he do? People say he ratted on John Gotti because John Gotti was caught on tapes. That's bullshit. He ratted on some of his best friends and put him in jail for life. That weren't John Gotti. He was the best witness ever. He put more guys in jail than any guy ever. I mean, his testimonies were unbelievable because he knew everything. But the fact of the matter is he's no longer a gangster. He lost that when he went to prison. And you go to any of these channels, they're all like that, including John A. Light, including all of them. They're no longer gangsters. They still want to be gangsters. And people like Chris Casparosa want to be a gangster. So he thinks by doing a website like this and attacking people like me, he's still a gangster, laughing at people like me. But, Chris, I want to ask you this question. Why do you seem to always be around when the troll is around? Why do you show up in his box? Nobody else's, just his. What is it about him you love so much?
He belongs with the A-Light brothers. He belongs with them. He's part of the same tribe.
Yes, he is.
What's that thing on his face? That's not a birthmark. I don't know what.
That's called a birthmark. Why don't you show your face, Casparosa? You got one picture of your face. It's a bad shot. It's on your Twitter page. You got sunglasses on, but then I hear that you don't like to show your face because it ain't very showable. So instead of making my face, I make you a challenge. Here's my challenge to you, Casparosa. Come on my show and show your face. Tell me why I'm a scumbag and an asshole. I'm challenging you. You got my email. I sent it to you. Come on my show. I bet your podcast with Angel, neither one of you is going to show your face. It's just going to be a podcast. So you laugh at people. You're making fun of people's faces when you only have one picture out there. Your whole life. There's a million pictures of me out here.
That is, what does he have, like a magic marker or something?
It might be a Cheeto, like some Cheeto dust or some fudge. Maybe he was indulging in some Ben and Jerry's or something. Because look at this blue shirt. He wears this every stream.
That's a black shirt, people. I wore the blue one the day before. So the guy that doesn't show himself, that's living in the basement and trolling people, is talking about what people showing themselves is wearing.
You can't lie about it.
He reminds me of George Costanza, except for George Costanza like got women and had friends. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
He reminds me of that.
I hear that Casparosa is still a virgin, has no women. Women won't date him. Is that true, Casparosa? So you're saying that I can't get women? So how many women have you had in your whole life? The joke around the mafia world is that you're a 30-something-year-old virgin. Did you know that's what people say about you? I heard this from at least 100 people.
The Seinfeld episode where George Costanza gets caught like on video at like the tennis match, like eating ice cream, and it's like dripping all over his shirt. That's what it reminds me of.
Don't play my shit. I'll copyright you again.
It's a copyright claim.
Play your own shit. You've been playing my stuff because you can't make it.
He's making videos about me and saying like, who is he, and saying that he knows me. It's just
this guy built this channel off of my shit, off of
his shit. I read stuff off his site like maybe 1 or 2 times off of his shit because the stuff on his site is shit. It literally is. So I'm glad that he recognizes that it's shit.
The Johnny Like Facts website, you're reading the articles. It's like, so who's he talking about? Oh, well, you copyrighted you built your channel on copying people's stuff.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I stream other people's things, you know.
Yeah,
like that's what I do. This guy's just so mad that, and it's all over like dumb little jealous super chats and dumb shit.
So who sounds mad? Do I sound mad, or does the rat sound, the troll sound mad? He actually sounds mad. If he's doing a show about me 5 days in a row, who's really mad? I don't think it's me that's mad, dude. I think it's you. And you're going to do a show tomorrow based off of this show. And you are going to show everything on this video. You're going to show it on your show because you have nothing to show. Your whole point is that you said you're after the rats. So why don't you go after the rats? I'll make you a deal right now, and I'll tell people right now, if he leaves me alone, I leave him alone. That's it. But if he attacks me every day, I'm going to do exactly to him what he's doing to me. Does anybody here blame me for fighting back? Should I just let him do this? I'm having a fucking blast. You know, a couple of days ago, I wasn't having a blast, but then I took a day off, sat down and thought about it and said, you know what? Just speak calm and cool. Don't lose your cool. Don't yell. Don't scream. And just speak normal. Put your facts out there and hope that people understand what you're saying. Okay, let's see right here. It says, you have it all backwards. Elite kids went in and threw cheers at them. From what I hear, they are super nice kids, so they had to get really provoked. Okay. I have lots of receipts from my conversations between me and Angel Gotti. Okay. His ego is getting bigger and bigger by the day. It sure is. I hope you're not talking about me. So it sure is. If you're talking about me, it sure is. If you're talking about him, it sure is. Scott McDonald, FBS, has showed his true colors, and Lee exposed his lies. Yes, he came in here and he said that he was after the fact of the matter is he came in here and he said he was after the rats. And he has turned his last 5 shows on me. And then he's going into the little Russian woman who puts up pictures of what she looks like, of hot models. That's not her. She's not that woman. More lies. See, they got their trolls, but they don't realize I got my trolls. I have people that are just as smart. I'm not a smart computer guy, but I know a group of people that are super smart computer people. It's like, okay, let's read this. Joey Bag, Casparosa, MS. All right. All just want to get recognized by Gotti Jr., but Angel is the only one that will talk to them. Exactly. John Gotti Jr. will never talk to any of them. He stays totally out of it. Everybody else is Junior's puppets. That's what they are. It's like a little scenario, the way they work down the line. And they'll attack me. They'll make up more stories. They'll put more stories out there. But you know what? They put the worst story out there. The fact that I was involved in, quote, a kidnapping that was not a kidnapping. That will be the only thing they have on me. They're going to find other stuff in my life. Yes, I committed crimes, but it always had to do with money. And I've been around much bigger people than any of these people insulting me and talking about me. They can laugh and call me like a shoplifter or whatever they want to. But the people know me that ain't the truth. It doesn't matter what they think. This is what their life is. This is not my life. That's why I'll come back at them. Their life is to be on the internet and to troll people. People, just look at the things they've been saying about me. When they came after me and talked about that whole incident in Colorado, not only did they affect me, they affected the person involved. Why would they do that? If they, so you're involving other people, not just me. If you want to go after me, just me, go after me. But you have to involve other people now. You're showing your real slimy side. Just look at the name of his show. Why 74-year-old men should not be on YouTube. I'm not even close to 74. This is it. They're liars. They just put this stuff up and they lie. And they make fun of me. We've been at almost 200 people for the last 25 minutes. You know how much that bothers them? That 200 people are watching. Yeah, this YouTube stuff has changed Fat Sicilian. Well, you got to take that. It's changed me too. He's a good man. He just doesn't realize that everybody's in this for their own thing. And he'll probably come out and attack me and say, do you believe that Lee today attacked Mobrat? Why Lee was wrong? And he'll get big ratings. And that's why this guy is attacking me. They're getting bigger ratings attacking me than talking about what they should be talking about. Why do you think they're coming after me? Because it's getting them ratings. Bald Sicilian's ratings are off the roof. This guy, Mob Rats, has gone up dramatically. I mean, that's what's going on right now. It's just funny. And you know who's hurting? It's poor Jimmy Calandra. He's barely gained anything. And he's barely on anymore. He used to be on like every day. Oh, I understand. Yes, that you took. Lee, you're not sure you don't need to do a different. Lee, are you sure you don't need to do? I am going to do a different format. But, I got up this morning and this format. See, Vincent, this is what you got to understand. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not, I'm in this because I like doing it. And if I'm attacked, I'm going to fight back. I've been a fighter my whole life. I started from the gutter and spent half my life in the gutter. It's a normal thing. When you grow up poor, you grow up a certain way, you just fight. If you don't fight, you don't survive. That's just the way it goes. Do you have any content apart from immature nonsense? I don't know, but let me ask you something, Oliver. Why are you here? Ask yourself that question. Men Morales, what's the update on Little Dave's situation? I don't know what you guys are talking about there, but that's between you guys. I saw FBS changing when the whole Jimmy Calandra Lee feud started. He couldn't bring himself to back Lee, who was his supposed friend and mentor. Yes. If people remember correctly, when FBS started on here, he started on my show. I had him for the first week a couple times. He was my friend, supposedly. I wasn't on his show. He was on mine. Same with a few of them. Cane Shade, same thing. Last night, he's on his show, and he has the rat. He has the troll on his show. Same thing. He's been on this show. For how long? They mock my show, but they starred on my show. Isn't that kind of funny? And you will make one day after the videos. Yeah, you know what, Craig? I hope you're wrong, man. I really don't want to. but you might be right. I really don't want to, man. I just want to move on. I want to get on to stories, other stuff. You know, I got this stuff. This one gentleman wrote a good email today about a good thing to get involved with the cartels and stuff that I find very interesting that I like to do. You know, tell them they just got to stop attacking me, you know, and just go on, move on. Now, Casparosa, he's going to be all upset, crying like a little baby today, and he's going to come after me because he's a devious little bitch, is what he is. He likes to go after people. Look at what he did. He went on that show today with the mouse, with the rat troll. He went on his show and started insulting me. Did you guys ever hear me doing that to him? Maybe one insult, but he just sat there for a string of them. What the hell did he expect? Not true, Joey. I'm pretty sure Lee is the only one that Angel won't talk to. Yeah, that's true. She won't talk to me. That's it. I tried to make up with her, but it ain't no making up with her. She's mad. She's pissed and shit. And you know, I don't mean make up to take sides or anything. I just meant make up just to say put it behind us. But that's done. You know, she has a big fight in this. She has her little crew going on, and they follow her, and she's everywhere now. She's in every chat room. She even has the wrenches now protecting chat rooms. So she's made her decision where she wants to be on this. And if anything, I think that we should all move on. I really believe that we should move on. If they move on, I move on. If they don't attack me, I don't attack them. You will not see me. If they just stopped right now, I would not attack nobody. I would just move on to what I want to do. And according to them, if I move on to what I want to do, my show will fail. So let my show fail. Claybanks, why? Kidnap the broadly. That's because that's not what happened. If you kidnap someone, they don't drop the charges. There's a story behind everything that happens in this world. And once again, all you got to do is find the article. If anything, they gave you street cred. Well, you know something? The funny thing is, dude, about these people with the street cred, do you think Casparosa could survive on the street? Do you think this guy who plays the mouse could survive on the street? They know nothing about the street. Fatball Sicilian, he could survive on the street because he's been on the street. But do you think they can? They couldn't survive. They don't know nothing about the street. Nothing. They live at home with their mother, dudes. I mean, if you live at your mother's, you really got to question whether you could survive on the street. And they make fun of John A-Light living up with his mother. But at least John A-Light spent some time on the street. It's comical. This is comical, is what it is. It really is. And, you know, they're going to paint me now to be the crazy old man. So if it's a crazy old man they want me to be, I'll be a crazy fucking old man. Lee, do you realize there's literally nothing bad with being a troll, right? It's how you use the tactic and what matter you apply, but the business standpoint, it could be very lucrative. Well, for all I know, dude, you might actually be the troll in here right now. Okay, if it's lucrative to you, go ahead and do it. I have my right to say what I want, and I'm going to say it. Okay, the dude's a troll. And he admitted he's a troll. When you attack people and bring their lives into it, that's one thing. But when you bring other people's lives into it that affect their lives and hurt people, that's what they did here. They hurt another individual that had no right to be pulled into this. And now you have this big lurch-looking dude, Casparosa, saying that he's going to pull in. He's going to go look for what else I did in my life. So basically, are they going to try to pull more people into this? Innocent people that have gotten beyond all this? That's all he's doing because he's a rat. Casparosa is a rat, no different than John A-Light. And he proved it on the show today when he said he was going to get my stuff and try to out me. You know, so let him out me. You guys have never heard me. I claimed that I know who the rat is. I claimed it. And he called that trolling, which is not. That is not trolling. But he wants you to think that because he wants me to out him. That's what he wants. And he wants this because he could disappear once I out him. It's all a game to him. He just wrecks everything and leaves. Ask yourself, he showed up out of the blue, out of nowhere. One day, we were all here and he shows up. Right after we showed up, he showed up. And he started this. Ask yourself this question. Where was he before then? Who was he attacking before then? And why did he leave that scene and move to this scene? That's what you got to ask yourself. Lee, you're looking like a guy who is losing control. People, do I really look like I'm losing control? Vincent, you sound like a guy that is coming over from the troll station. Who's in your closet? Everybody has a closet. Everybody got shit in their closet. The only thing I can guarantee you isn't in my closet is anything with a child, anything, no rape, no domestic abuse. You will not find out in my closet. George Finn, I wish Lee would elaborate on all his crimes. Why? Why, George Finn? Do you want me to? I'll tell you what, George Flynn, email me. I'll elaborate on my crimes. How's that? Better yet, George Finn, why don't you just go find it? This is the internet. You can find anything out about anybody nowadays, except a smart criminal who spent half his life working by himself and doesn't have any witnesses. But here's my challenge to you, George Finn. Take out your debit card, go on one of these sites, put my name in, and find it yourself. I'm not going to do your work for you. It's out there. They are all just jealous you are being recognized by A-Light. FBS said he would interview A-Light too. Jealousy is a bitch. You know, unfortunately, that's it. You know, and Carlos Munoz is missing again. Of course, you know, do we need to say more? Okay. If as a non-mafioso, you can't cover these rats without making unholy alliances, why bother listening to them? Well, that's actually a good point. I like that point. You know, you got a good point. Can't argue with you on that one, my man. FBS and mob rats are doing well only because of you. Then why are you losing? Once again, I have not lost any subs. They're growing. Yes, they're growing. They're growing off attacking me. That's what they're growing off of. Look at their growth. We were all even. Then all of a sudden they started growing. Think about it. Anyway, I have nothing against FBS whatsoever. I'm not the one that came out and did a show on him attacking him. He's the one that did a show on me attacking me. And I forgave him. I don't, you know, he can't forgive him, Lord. He knows not what he does. That's what it comes down to. This guy is such a liar and hypocrite. It's not funny. He's like a train wreck. You could take your eyes off. But D. Allen, this is the thing. You have been insulting me from day one before this even happened. If I'm a train wreck, why are you here? That speaks kind of lowly of you if you got to come watch a train wreck for entertainment. Scott McDonald says, okay, let's see what time it's here. Scott McDonald says, of course, FBS is live, Lee, so FBS got to go live, but he will lose subs now. been exposed. Well, I hope he doesn't lose subs. I don't wish that on anybody. They want to see my station go, and FBS is like involved in it too now. But it's unfortunate, but that's the truth. But remember, there's a lot of weasels behind the scenes, very short weasels. Calling Mobcat a keyboard warrior is giving him too much credit. He's a keyboard coward, not a warrior, and he uses feeble excuse. They will bother my grandma if they reveal myself. He's a clown. Yes. Did you hear that one? They will bother my grandma. And when he says, he's laughing inside. He's laughing. It's why I know why this guy's here. I know who bought him, why he's here. And they fucking hate that. They hate that someone's onto their game. He's not who he says he is. There's just a big, nasty, ugly plot behind all of this. And then they will say that I'm a conspiracy. I believe in conspiracies. Well, it's obvious what's going on here. It doesn't take much, people, to put your eyes together and just look at the whole big scenario of what's going on. George Finn says it's like watching NASCAR, Lee. Okay. I never really liked NASCAR. I could never understand the point of watching cars go around in a circle over and over again. Lee, you will go up in the time. You're solid, you're good, and you deserve better. Scott, I appreciate that because Scott's tough on me, man. Scott don't play around. Scott comes in here, and this is why I will always answer him and stuff. If he has something he has to say negative toward me, he says it, but he's respectful in the way he says it. If I knew who MRI was, I would dox him for a second because all it does is attack people. Well, I understand that, but you know something? I'm underneath his skin so bad, it's hilarious. I mean, just look at him today. Do you think he would be doing a show attacking me if I wasn't underneath his skin? He says I'm thin skinned. I'm not the thin skinned one. He is. And tomorrow you'll see Casperosa attacking me. You know why? Because he's even thinner skinned. Titan class, not sure what you were for. Lee, you said your past, you worked for the Gaudis. What did you do and where? I did not work for the Gaudis. I worked for a person that was related deeply to the Gaudis. That's what I said. For the Gaudis himself directly, no. Family member, yes. You liar. Alan, how long did it take you to figure that line out, you liar? Did it take a few minutes? Does your head hurt? You got a headache now? Just when is there this? We're shooting for Thursday of next week. And I don't know them. It's basically a negotiation going on right now. And we're negotiating a time that's good. And that's what's going on right now. There's no conspiracy like these people are saying. They like to talk about conspiracy, like Lee's on the A-Light side right now. Do I sound like I'm on the A-Light side? I don't really think I sound like I'm on the A-Light side. Oh, listen, dude, your brain must really hurt now. Now you're up to six words in this sentence. And you said it in capitals. So does that mean you're angry? Okay, well, what did you do for the family member? What did you do for the family? I don't know what you mean by the family. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. What the family member? They had a business in upstate New York. Not really upstate. And I used to work for them, and then they had some things going on upstate New York that I was part of. They know what I'm talking about, so they can say. And that's the thing. Casperosa knows who I'm talking about because, he talks to Angel all day long. So when he says shoplifting, he's just being a clown. That's all he's being. But this is just it when they want to make people look like lowlives. When Kasparosa is actually the lowlife. Lee, you're a good man. Amber Alert MRE has more subs. A Light blew you off. Okay, so MRE has more subs. What's that have to do with anything? He has more subs because him and I were equal in subs until he started doing his shows, his last 5 shows on me. And on top of that, he has 1.77K subs, which is not a whole lot for all the attacking that he's done on me. So we went from dead even to him at 1.77. Guys like that don't last. And I love these things. It's time for the nursing home, Lee. Let's see, did you rip off? No, I never ripped off Walmart. I won't rip off places. I never shoplift a day of my life, my man. Not one time, ever. Lee, liar, Liam. Look, now they're coming in, people. The trolls are here. This guy is obsessed with YouTube stats. Okay. So all of a sudden, they sent their trolls out. Cool out. I thought you said you unsubbed from a lot. Okay. Okay, George Lee, much respect to you. However, you're wrong about A Liar and Larry the Maid. I personally know a lot of people who made Mazza. He was never made and was Scarpa's coffee boy. Okay, I never said he was made. I said I don't know if he was made. All I know, and I also said there was a war going on at the same within that family when he claims he was made. So I didn't think that he was made because of that. So, I mean, you're really saying something that is not correct. As for Larry Mazza. As for Larry Mazza being a coffee boy, bullshit. He was not a coffee boy. You know. That's just you hearing things and thinking about it. Lee, your reputation's at stake in a way with this A-Life's interview. Tread carefully. You're absolutely right. I have to tread carefully. If I ask him simple questions, no one's going to ever listen to me again. That's what it comes down to. To me, it's all about content of the show. I agree with you 100%. Lee did you cop a plea to kitten? Absolutely not. It was dropped. It was dropped. Okay. How many slips and falls have you pulled, Lee? I don't know. Probably a few, man. No, slips. Oh, no. I never fell in the supermarket and did that. No, I don't have the heart to do shit like that. Back in my day, I've done stuff, but never a slip and fall. Have you been watching you? I've been watching you too much. I just wish you would move the sign so we can read the whole message. Okay, I'm sorry about that, my man. I'll start doing that. If you go to Walmart, buy a new shirt. Oh, you don't like this shirt? Sorry. Okay. Christopher Sammy Gravano did the whole show about Mazza. Okay. And I'm going to see, I've never seen that show, but I really like to see it. I don't know what to think of Larry Mazza. I have no idea what to think of Larry Mazza. Scarpa shit his wife with him, so there must have been something there. That's that's for sure. Lee, you will be the last one standing. They will fizzle out. And I'm not hoping for that. I just wish that everybody could just move on and get the hell out of this shit. Stop attacking me. I'll leave you the fuck alone. Let me attack who I want to attack. I don't want to attack anybody on this. But, the fact of the matter is that this guy's a troll. This is what he does. He's not going to stop. Stop defending yourself. Good. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. M&A Holes, what's up? This guy has the best MMA show there is, period. If you can't afford to watch the fights, he pretty much is like watching a radio. If they got pay-per-view fights, this is the guy to watch. I mean, him and his girlfriend/wife, they just had a baby, and they have a great station. I'm talking. It's probably the best station on MMA, UFC that there is. Period. I love watching her. If you sometimes when I don't feel like getting the fights because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to spend that money. I'll go watch MMA Holes. And I'm just telling you, people, if you are UFC fans or MMA, please subscribe to this guy's station. Him and his wife, they got his girlfriend. I'm not sure if it's your wife or girlfriend, MMA Holes, but they are, it's a great show. Absolutely wonderful show. I'm one of their biggest fans. Okay. Okay, let's see. From here, we got Cool Out. I know Larry used to walk around 13th Avenue like a tough guy with his boys. However, if you've seen him by himself, he would avoid you like COVID. Is that usually the case? Well, people, I'm going to call it a day, and I appreciate everybody being here today. And MMA Hole, I appreciate the arm pump and the fist pump. Thank you a lot. And like I said, you got a wonderful show. And if anybody, you can get anybody off my show to subscribe to you. That's wonderful. Okay, people, everybody take care. I'm going to take out now. I know that I believe that there's a show going on right now over World Sicilian. So please feel free to go there. Take care.